Yo, what's up guys, it's your boy Game King Ali and I'm back today with a new video. Today's video we're going to be talking over 5 games that we expected to be really big and carry the gaming industry, or at least be on top for a long time, but they fell off as soon as they came, like a month after or 2 months after. Okay, so we're gonna start this list off with Hyperscape. Hyperscape is a battle royale game that launched in August 2020. It had a lot of like big streams promoting it and playing it. I remember Anthony told me about it. Tfue was dropping vids on it early and stuff like that. And when it came out, it was really fun for, I want to say, the first 2 weeks. But after that, for some reason, the community just completely died. The game has a very high TTK, which it's honestly a chore to kill someone. You could get them to 1 HP and then they could like bolt around the whole entire map. Another thing I want to say the game did good is forcing players to fight, because it has like this like storm thing where it's like it spawns on like either side of the map or anywhere in the map, and it forces you in the vicinity. It does a lot of damage and stuff like that. People complained how certain guns weren't balanced and how certain guns were overpowered. Like I remember like the minigun, it was called like Hex or something. People used to always complain about that gun, how everyone would just run that and just dominate and stuff like that. So yeah, it's issues like that, like the game being unbalanced and just being really kind of unfun to play. Because like at the end of the game, you would get this thing. I think it's like a crown. You would get this crown and you would have to like run around with it, but people could keep killing you and like taking it from you until either everyone dies or someone escapes with it for like 30 seconds to a minute. And yeah, unfortunately, all those things combined, not even the Reddit server, because I remember the Reddit server kept trying to like keep the game alive. They kept posting about it. There was a new update where I think they did fix a lot of these issues and stuff like that, and they did fix the TTK. But by that time, unfortunately, everyone had moved on. And now we're gonna move on to the next game that had a lot of potential that died. Okay, this right here is for my anime gamers. We're going to talk about this game. Is really unfortunate. We saw a lot of potential in this game. This game was really hyped up, and that game is called Jump Force. Jump Force came out in March of 2019. Really anticipated game because J-Stars was such a good game. J-Stars, it's similar to Jump Force, you know, they have a lot of anime characters all in one game battling it out. But Jumpstart for some reason just doesn't, it has good characters, but the playstyle and everything like that, people didn't enjoy the playstyle. They said the story was bad. I did beat the story, but I guess the story was forgettable and nothing really amazing. And C, I guess like people really didn't like how easy and how unskillful it takes. Jump Force to me doesn't really take any skill. It's all about like timing and stuff like that. I could stop playing that game for like years and stuff like that. I could still come back and just based off hitting my attacks at the right time and breaking. It's a game that really doesn't have a huge skill gap, and unfortunately issues like that caused it to fade out and die. You know, the game was really good with dropping DLC. They have a couple DLC characters, but even with that, I want to say, how many months after did Jump Force die? Because I remember Jump Force came out in March. April I was probably still playing it, but by May I wasn't playing it. So it died out in under 60 days, which is the trend for a lot of these games on this list. We're going to move on to number 3. Number 3 is Fall Guys, and I know you guys remember Fall Guys. Fall Guys came out again August 2020, came out around the same time as Hyperscape. Everyone was playing that. RDC World, a lot of YouTubers were playing that. Tim the Tap Man also had his thing where like he was trying to get his first Fall Guys one. And Fall Guys honestly did have a good concept and stuff like that. And the reason why the game died is I want to blame it all on the developers. I think that they didn't update the maps, because after 2 weeks of playing this, the game was really hyped. The social media team did respond, and like on social media they were actually active and communicating stuff, but the developer didn't really change anything up. They didn't add any new maps, they didn't add any new modes. People complained that it was just getting stale and boring. And after, I want to say, Tim the Tap Man got his first win in it, which is a very big moment for that game, then people just realized that there's nothing left to like do with this game anymore. Like it's just the same old boring thing. Honestly, when Fall Guys first came out, I downloaded it, I played it. I played one game and I automatically deleted it. Like I didn't really buy into the hype. I really did not enjoy it. It honestly is a fun game with a great concept. You know, I think like if a game like Squid Game was to come out, it would be similar to Fall Guys. You know, like a bunch of guys doing these challenges, and you gotta like pass or fail and stuff like that, and it's a time limit and stuff like that. Fall Guys honestly did have a great concept. Unfortunately, they took too long to like actually add in. They did add a new season, but it came like months later with new maps and all that. But by that time, the hype had already went to Among Us. Among Us could honestly kind of kill Fall Guys. Among Us also came out in around August 2020, blew up like in September with a lot of streamers playing it. A lot of streamers, such as, you know, those streamers Valkyrie, Courage, Pokey, and like Corpse. That friend group, Dream and all of them, or Sekono and all of them, they all played that. They honestly carried that game way longer than it should have been. The problem with Among Us is that it got played out. A lot of people played it. You could play it on mobile, you could play it on PC. Unfortunately, it's coming to PlayStation, they said, like in the next month or two, so look out for that. I might even play that, but by now the game has completely died. It's played out. People play too much games of it. It's all the same thing, and unfortunate. And if you're not like a big streamer or anything like that, it's just honestly pointless to play the game. And even when the streamers were playing the games, it's a very, very hard game to stream, because you would have your chat telling you who's the imposter. Your chat will go into other people's chat, tell you who's the imposter, and then you have to fake like you don't know who's the imposter. That's really, really cringe. Imagine having to, like, because that game really does rely on like you figuring out who the imposter is and who's killing people. But if you already know and you're faking it just because your chat exposed it, then like, what's the point of it? It's not even fun at that point. So yeah, Among Us really, really did have a lot of potential. Unfortunately, I know there were some issues with the dev team taking a while to add like proximity chat and add new maps similar to Fall Guys. And a lot of these games honestly ought to take a couple lessons or two from Fortnite. When Fortnite came out, it was really enjoyable, but it didn't die for, it's honestly not dead yet, but it didn't become stale for a long time, because they did a good job of like keeping the game relevant and adding stuff and making sure that it would never ever fall off. But now it's too much. At some point you gotta have a balance, or else it's just gonna be too much. And this brings us to our #1 game, which has fallen off. This is really unfortunate. This game literally came out in July. This game, the beta came out in July. The full game came out August. You guys know what I'm talking about. It's called Splitgate. Splitgate is a free-to-play arena shooter. It's like Halo. It takes a lot of inspiration from Halo in terms of the designs and gameplay. And unfortunately, Splitgate no one is talking about it right now. Like when it came out, everyone was saying this is a big game. This is good. This is gonna save gaming. Because honestly, we've been looking for a game that'll save gaming. I think that's what my next video might be about. How gaming just doesn't hit the same anymore. But yeah, we've been looking for that new game to save gaming, and I thought that was going to be Splitgate. A lot of people thought that it was going to be Splitgate, but just like the other games, Splitgate after a while just became bland, boring, and dull. And honestly, the new Halo coming out in December, why the fuck would you play a poor man's version? No offense to those developers, because I know that they worked their ass off and they grinded, and they honestly did update the game and stuff like that. They were very, very transparent. When the game first came out, we couldn't play it because like too much people were logging on the servers and stuff like that, and the servers couldn't handle that insane growth. But they did eventually fix that. We were able to play it. But honestly, Splitgate, they do have a lot of modes and stuff like that, but it's just boring. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't know what about it. It's just boring. It doesn't do a trick for me. It doesn't hit. It's not. I don't enjoy it more than Black Ops Cold War. And if you guys play Halo, I don't play Halo, but I know that just off seeing Halo gameplay, Halo just looks more entertaining and more fun, and it's not better than anything honestly out right now. I know they released their season 1 like in September or something like that. I don't even know how that went. I don't play the game no more. Yeah, fortunately that's just the reality of gaming. If your game isn't good, it's just immediately gonna blow up for like a couple months and then die. That's just a trend that a lot of these games been following. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, man. These are 5 games that blew up and then died just as fast as they came. It's really, really unfortunate. I'm really pleading for a new game to come out and save gaming. That's what my next video is going to be about. Just talking about the years of gaming and stuff like that. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Love you. Peace. Gaming King out. I'm going to keep dropping daily videos, daily commentary bangers. And yeah, go follow my Twitch, Gaming King _Ali, link in the description. Peace.